Hello, Mzansi. Hollywood Base once again brings you another episode of Game On, and there's plenty to discuss in this week's episode. Keeping in mind, we will be carrying on last week's, legendary interview, of course, with legend in South Africa, Pitso Mosimane. Later on in the show, we'll also be talking about the movements between players and coaches in the off-season. That, of course, will be with Skhosana, as well as South African journalist Masola Molefe. But for now, it's all about the Euros with Shane McGregor. Shane, good day to you, and it's down to two.
Yeah.
And as far as the Euros, and as far as these two teams are concerned, any surprise packages in seeing any one of these two teams there?
Not really. So
no.
When you look at it along the way, I said to you right in the beginning, if you look at England, the way the draw went for them, they had the easier draw to get through. And I said it up front, they had the easier draw. Look, they've made heavy weather of it. Yeah. That's for sure, and after the very first round of games, I had a look at Spain and I said to you, you've got to be looking at them. I had a bet on them, so I'm hoping they won. But anyway, I had a look at them and I thought there's no way anyone's going to beat them the way they're playing at the moment. And it's been proven right. But England have been lucky on the way. But you know what? You make your own luck.
Yeah.
It's the game. You make your own luck. Had a couple of scares, a couple of draws, been down, came back. But it's going to be a good final, I think.
Well, it should be a good final. On paper, England-Spain should be a good game on any given day when you look at what they've got in as far as personnel. But let's look at England and the goal-scoring problem that one could argue they have. They've been struggling for goals, struggling to create chances as well.
Okay, but just going back to what you said, the game, head-to-head in the last few games with those two sides, all evens, 2 wins each, 2 draws and 2 losses on either side. So it shows you that it is even. But going back to England, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm going to make a big statement here now. And I know I'm going to be ostracized for it, but I'm going to make a statement anyway. England, if I was the coach and I was in charge, I would leave Harry Kane out the team. Simple, over and done with. He's not performing as he should do. He scored a penalty midweek in the semi-final. Is that a striker? Is that what you want? They looked a different side when they took him off. For me, if I want to have any chance of winning the final, you play the youngster that came on. He scored a great goal. He gets behind defenders. He's got the pace.
Tony.
No, even Tony.
Yeah.
But I would leave Harry Kane out.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's controversial because I know everyone goes around Harry Kane. He's the captain. He's supposed to be the big leader. He hasn't done much for this tournament. So you've got to look for horses for courses.
When you talk England's strong points, is it safe to say defence? Is that their strongest point?
Their defence has been their strongest point. I'm still doubtful about the goalkeeper when he gets put under pressure. I really do think so. But their defence has been. Their midfield has changed. So once Manu came into the side, it's looked a different side altogether. We've got to say that. Rice is always there, does his job. The two of them together have been brilliant. And they defend in front, giving Bellingham and the rest the chance to a bit more freedom. Bellingham has been a disappointment. He only really played in the semi-final. He scored that wonder goal before, okay, fine. But he played fairly decently in the semi-final. Foden as well, has only been the last 2 games. I just feel because of the way they were playing, and now they're playing them in better positions, freeing them up a lot more. So it's a lot easier. They've changed formations from 4 to 3 at the back. Look better. What can we say about Spain?
We've got to switch it up. Talk Spain. Now, give me their strong points as far as you're concerned. What works for Spain?
The attack.
Yeah? Is that the difference between the two teams?
Yeah,
the one's defence, the other's attack, yeah?
That's the difference. So you're going to have attack against defence. And you look at their attack has been brilliant. Jamal, he's 16, he'll turn 17 on Saturday. By the time he plays in the final, he'll be 17, not a 16-year-old. The goal he scored, absolutely brilliant. He's a great player. Then you got Williams on the other side, who's going and taking them on with pace. That is the big difference between the French and other teams. There's the pace. And the way they've turned, Spain, the way they've turned it around, they used to keep the ball. They used to play tic-tac. We call Barcelona style. Now it's a lot more direct, a lot more going forward. They're going to put any team they play against under pressure. Can England defence withhold the attack of Spain?
No.
This is going to be the answer.
Who's your money on?
Spain, I said.
Spain. So we'll ask Shane next week what he thinks of the final, if England, especially if England win. But thanks so much, Shane McGregor, speaking to us about the Euro final. Something to look forward to tomorrow. Stay with us. On the other side of this, we come back to the local game and talk transfers, coaches, players, all moving this way and that in the off-season.